From our news helicopter, we can tell you the pilot is in his 40s and he actually flies for Alaska Airlines, clearly an experienced pilot. He was the only occupant in the plane and he was able to get this plane on the ground without impacting any cars around him. It's truly amazing. We're going to go to the ground now and show you some of the video taken by some of the folks who were driving along here. I'm sure also couldn't believe it. This is a North American AT-6. That's what the type of aircraft is. It's a 1930s training aircraft used during World War II, and it's owned by the Condor Squadron out of Van Nuys. They have a lot of these vintage aircraft, and you can see it was difficult at some point for the firefighters to get in quickly, but they were able to get the fire out, and there was no problem with any wildfires or anything. Now I want to show you the only picture we have of this plane in the air. This was taken by a third-grade teacher from Lupin Hills Elementary School, Beth Arcudi. She tells us that she saw the plane. It was making a lot of loud sputtering noises. She looked up while they were on this playground with the kids, and she could see a lot of black smoke and sputtering. It was really clear something was really wrong. She was very concerned, first of all, thinking it could crash right on top of her. She said it was so loud. And then she was able to speak to the kids and keep an eye on what was going on, and very, very relieved to see that this thing was able to end without any problems. We'll come back out live now and take a look at this aircraft. Pat, Jeff, again, the real story here is just how amazing it is that this man could actually land this aircraft. You know, we've seen problems with these vintage aircraft before. Just about 3 years ago when Harrison Ford was, as I'm sure you remember, was flying. Remember that vintage aircraft in Santa Monica landed on a golf course. He actually was injured in that. When these are older aircraft, they use carburetors. A lot of things can happen to them, and we see that there was clearly what appears to be engine problems with this aircraft, but the pilot amazingly was able to land this thing without anyone getting hurt. Let's go back to you.
An old plane and an old word, carburetors. All right, Randy, thanks very much. All right, now to more breaking news in South LA. Several children were injured after a hit-and-run crash.
Yes, the LAPD confirms the driver was speeding away from police just before that collision. CBS2's Chris Holmstrom is live in South LA with the latest on this breaking story. Chris.
Jeff and Pat, I just spoke with LAPD, and they tell me there are 2 suspects at large. That's why they've barricaded this area in this neighborhood. But let me step out of the way, give you a better idea of the scene. That black car right there, that Infiniti, was one of the cars involved in this crash. And around the corner, it's hard to see from this angle, but there's also another black Nissan Versa and debris all down this street here in Normandy. But take a look at this video from Sky 2. This all started around 2 p.m. as a traffic stop. Officers say they stopped a vehicle with 2 men inside. Well, one of them was armed with a gun, then took off. That's when a foot chase started. Then at some point, that suspect was picked up by a second vehicle. It was then police say that the car crashed into another car. Well, 3 people were inside that one, including 1 adult and 2 kids. They were all taken to the hospital, but I asked and I found out it was non-life-threatening injuries. But back out here live, here's a live look at the scene. We know 1 person is in custody, 2 others are at large, but it's unknown. A lot of questions. What prompted this original traffic stop? But as you can see, a lot of people out here coming home from work, probably watching the Dodgers game, wanting to know what's going on. Well, at this point, still a lot of questions. Reporting live from South LA, I'm Chris Holmstrom, CBS 2 News.
A wet start to the World Series at Fenway Park in Boston, not just for the fans, also for the players. Lightning storms rain out the warm-ups. All right, we're talking Game 1 scheduled to start in just a few minutes.
And the historic matchup between the Dodgers and the Red Sox has fans fired up from coast to coast. We have live team coverage from coast to coast as well. Our Jeff Nguyen is with Dodgers fans watching here at home, but we start with Tom Wade. He's live at Fenway Park in Boston. Tom.
Well, Pat, you said it. There was so much drama here just a few seconds ago. There was a ton of rain, lightning, thunder. People were running for cover because it was such a mess out here. Take a live look out here. This is outside Fenway Park. You can see people are still lined up to go inside as this game gets underway. It's amazing that it's starting on time because of the storm that we had. Go Dodgers! Dodgers fans are making their presence known in Boston. Even on a wet evening at Fenway, the enthusiasm can't be washed away. This group of fans spans generations.
My dad, my brother, and my 3 sons.
Wow.
All Dodger fans.
That's so cool.
So we're excited to be here.
These guys say Fenway is where the Dodgers will take it all.
We went last year in LA, Game 1 and Game 7, and they, of course, lost Game 7. So we're here to see them make it happen this time.
I'm super excited with all of us together here.
just enjoying the game.
This fan is from SoCal but goes to school here in Boston. For him, this is a dream series.
It's just awesome because it's like one of the oldest like ballparks. So Dodgers playing Boston Red Sox, two great fan bases. So and two great teams. So it's going to be pretty good.
Folks lined up early to get into the game. The line was long. Inside, crews worked hard to keep the field from becoming a muddy mess. And Red Sox fans, well, they have a message they wanted us to pass along to LA.
I'm sorry, but the Sox won 108 games this year, and I don't see them losing more than 3 games. So, Sox in 6, and sorry, guys, better luck next year.
I think we will make sure he is very disappointed with that prediction. We will make sure the Dodgers do much better than he thinks, and we'll make sure it happens here at Fenway. Reporting live outside Fenway Park in Boston, I'm Tom Waite. Back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Tom. Yes, we're all wearing blue. Come on. Here on the West Coast, Dodger fans are gearing up for Game 1 of the World Series, and the boys in blue may be playing in Boston, but the spirits are high in the city of Angels. And CBS 2's Jeff Nguyen is live at Highland Park with all that excitement. Jeff.
Hey, Pat and Jeff, take a walk with us through the Greyhound Bar here in Highland Park. This place opened at noon today, and we got a lot of people here geared up in their Dodger gear. Now, some folks have driven very far to be here. Some drove all the way from San Bernardino County. Folks say they come here because it feels like a family here, and when you talk about being a Dodger fan, at the heart of it all is about family. Take a listen.
My grandpa. I just remember him just sitting in his chair listening to the games. And then it went down generations to my mom and now to me. So we're just big Dodger fans.
I'm very excited. I mean, I was a little disappointed from last year, but this year, I mean, hopefully we'll get the win this year.
Well, I've grown up here my whole life, and Highland Park has evolved greatly throughout the years. And the Greyhounds just, the environment, the people, I mean, the big screen that comes down, it's just exciting.
This is my favorite bar in town. I watched every game of the World Series here last year, and where we're sort of positioned in Highland Park, there's people coming in from downtown. My friends are coming from the west side, and it's just like you said. There are people from all different backgrounds, all different socioeconomic backgrounds, different ethnicities, and they all come here to share in this like common purpose, which is to cheer on a team, and it's what I love about Los Angeles. So the first pitch in just a few minutes, and on the mound tonight, starting pitcher is Clayton Kershaw. Fans here tell us that it is going to be key for Clayton to do really well tonight. In fact, we've got a Kershaw uniform right behind us right here, and as we all know, Kershaw has been struggling in the postseason in years past, but the hope is that it is not going to happen this year and that he can help bring a championship back to Los Angeles in 30 years. For now, we're live in Highland Park.
Let's go, Dodgers!
That's right. Let's send it back to you.
All right. Kershaw did pretty well in the ALCS.
No, he did. No
Yes,
question
he did.
about that.
All right, so you're dreaming of hitting it big? Well, join the crowd. A very big crowd.
You can tell we're excited about a lot of things here today. Well, 2 in particular, the World Series and, of course, tonight's Mega Millions jackpot, because it's a record $1.6 billion. And CBS 2's Lisa Siegel is live at Bluebird Liquor in Hawthorne, where people are hoping to strike it rich. Lisa.
Oh, I am in the thick of all of this here at Bluebird Liquor with all of my new friends. Right, everyone? Say hi. There is so much excitement. Are we calling it Mega Millions or Mega? Trillions. Trillions, either one. So many people here, you guys. The line goes around the block. How long did you guys wait?
Oh, like 2 to 3 hours.
2-3 hours for your ticket, and who's gonna win?
I am.
But look at the crazy, you guys, all because the jackpot is a world record breaker.
I'm the winner. Boom, Bluebird, catch the bird.
I'm gonna be winner.
It's Lotto Madness and a mega jackpot for Mega Millions at Bluebird Liquor in Hawthorne.
Everyone can go home. I have the ticket.
The winning ticket?
The winning ticket.
Here the line goes down the block, all the way down, and no one seems to mind. It's a chance to be a billionaire.
Wish me luck.
With at least $1.6 billion up for grabs, money is coming in as fast as tickets are coming out. What are you going to do with all the money?
I'm going to go around the world 7 times.
Big dreams. I think I'm gonna develop a homeless shelter.
Enjoy life while I have all this money.
Yes, it's a new world record, the largest lotto jackpot in history. Still, while mega fever is spreading, these people didn't catch it.
It's a big chance, so it's like, I'd rather buy a cup of coffee and just call it a day.
But what if you're lucky?
I'm lucky I have my husband and good family.
But back at Bluebird Liquor, a lucky spot over and over, everyone is dreaming big. So big because this time, the payout starts with a B.
$1 billion. We're all here for the same thing.
Yes, they are.
I don't know why y'all standing in line, because I'm the chosen one today. Woohoo!
I mean, there is so much excitement here. I'm not kidding. And Mega Millions, what it's all about. Guess what? Even if you just take the lump sum cash payment, you still get $900 million, right? But you still have to pay taxes. Yes. But that's a lot of money, right? That is a lot of money. Oh, and if you want to get your tickets, you've got to buy them by 7:45, right?
Yes.
7:45. So good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
And whoever wins, please call me. Back to you guys.
All right. People standing in line peacefully. They are all smiling. They're talking with one another.
People
So
they
even
would
if
never
don't
otherwise
win-
know.
That's right.
Yeah, so you just pointed out that's a really good way to build community.
All right. Well, coming up, why a man accused of groping a woman on a flight says President Trump is to blame.
Plus, an out-of-control escalator, a malfunction that piled people on top of each other inside a metro station.
And a construction worker left dangling from a 9-story building. See the frightening situation that played out on the side of the federal building in Santa Ana.
What are the chances one Inland Empire High School produced 2 World Series pitchers? The only problem, they play for different teams.
Hey everybody, I'm Garth Kemp. Wow, beautiful out by the beach. Your weather is coming out.